I have 1 year of high school German, and none of those words seem to appear in the poem. So I had to, but that's not really true, because I did sound it out a little bit to think about the feet or even just the feeling. But in terms of comprehension, I was going on the intermediary translation. I feel like a rudimentary translation often it's not as graceful or nimble feeling. I assume that there's some layer of agility that got nailed into place just for clarity. And so I didn't simply want to try and dress up or, reformulate exactly what the literal translation said. I was looking for what to me feel like guideposts as to what's essential, the feeling that's essential, and then hotspots, things that really spoke to me. So maybe one example of a guide, like a signpost in one stanza of the intermediate translation: all creatures drink of joy at nature's breast. And I felt the sense of the meaning. This is something that everyone has access to. Nature is this nurturing, motherly presence, but I didn't want to say anything quite exactly like that. So my version, joy like water, milk of mothers, and it made it more concise and I guess even more verbal and contemporary feeling to my ear. But a hot spot in the next stanza: even the worm can feel contentment. I loved that line so much. And so it made me think, in my version, in the depths of blackest soil, in the lightless atmosphere. And I was just thinking of the burrowing of the worm, but what is the joy that a worm must feel? So sometimes carrying over what feels surprising and joyful allows my own imagination to contextualize something, if that makes sense. I think it would take a really confident person to say, I hope that this doesn't end up replacing the, I think it's important for me to say my intention is not, to overwrite something, but to, shed a different kind of light upon it. I think it also, it means that you're moving through with a kind of trepidation that's, I think, really important. We don't have enough of that probably in our day-to-day lives. I have this whole theory that because as consumers we're always told to rate the places we go to and the things we buy, we believe our opinion holds more weight than it actually should. So I think it's important to do things like this that make you realize you don't know the answers, you're not going to get it right, and it's going to be hard, and you're going to have to deal with that feeling. I think we need to practice that a little bit.